Alright, what's up, everybody? We got a new chapter of One Piece, and I am extremely excited. That last chapter, man, Oda's the GOAT. There's just no other way to put it. Else out here is making childhood dreams come true, not just of the characters, but the readers too. It's funny because, like, for the characters, it's only been like 2 years. It's been like maybe 2.5 years since they were at Little Garden. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. And they're still this emotional. For me, it's been like 20 years since I was at Little Garden. All right, so we start with Yamato's journey through Wano, squaring off against Holden. Remember Holden, one of the first villains in Wano arc? Iconic moment where he's kidnapped Tama, kidnapping Tama again here, and holding her hostage like this. And Luffy just goes, "There's a lion on that guy's tummy." I remember they translated it like specifically as tummy, and I really liked that. It was very cute. I like when Luffy uses very cute childish language because he's never learned any other like tough manly words for things. Okay, all right. Speed is down. Got blown up by the lion tummy cannon, so it's up to Yamato. This is a situation where the cover stories don't necessarily operate through the same logic as the main series. You know, this might be a tense negotiation that we see on the next cover story arc. I don't think we will see the next cover story arc, and it's Yamato just turning into his Arctic wolf form or whatever, sacred mystical wolf, and then just like blam attacking Holden and trivially defeating him while saving the kid. Which is kind of what would happen if it was the main series, because the main series has like fights and stuff like that. But in the cover story arc, those sort of fights are like off screened, and so the resolution of this conflict will have to come through like words or something. And maybe the point is that Yamato knows that he can just like destroy pretty much everybody that's left on the island. Yamato is very strong. But it's not about that. It's about establishing peace and bringing these miscreants to understand that it's a different order now, and that they don't have to be loyal to Kaido. They can just live as citizens of Wano or something like that. So yeah, probably that's what'll happen. When will Yamato go out to sea, though? When will you do part 2 of the Odin story and get out there on the water and link up with our crew? This chapter is called Nice Things. Could refer to anything. We are in the Viking village of Elbaf, the land of the giants, where you must not overstay your welcome for some reason. What nice things could be there? Let's find out. Okay. Meanwhile, 22 years ago, we now have a flashback to the aftermath of the Buster Call on Ohara, which was Spandam's dad orchestrated that. And yeah, they pinned the blame, everything on Nico Robin to all the reporters and stuff. Right, right. Several other battleships were sunk. Yeah, because some of the battleships were taking survivors and saying, come along with us as long as you're not one of the archaeologists, you're safe. And then, what's his name? The spider devil fruit vice admiral was like, no, blow those ones up too, because that guy's a real bastard. Government won't go into detail about the story. The truth is so shocking and brutal, it'll traumatize children. Yeah. So we've kind of seen this flashback before. I think this must be the chapter where we see the reunion between Robin and Saul. There's no reason to delay that, I think. They were like, oh, Saul's health is bad. And I was like, oh my god, is it going to be that he doesn't recover until the end of the arc? And we're deprived of this reunion. But just with the way things are going, I think we're going to have some more giant festivities and good times before whatever insane Ragnarok apocalyptic battle breaks out with Loki. So I think Saul will be well enough that he'll be able to reunite with Robin. And so we have to remember what Robin went through. what Saul did for her, and yet the difficulties that she had since then, Saul and Aokiji. The brain of a veteran scholar, but no human emotions to go with it. Freakish sorcery. Catch her as quickly as you can. Oh, the demon child. Jesus Christ. This feels like even more brutal than the previous one. The previous one had a few scenes of her being betrayed and stuff, and her digging through the trash and blah, blah, blah. But here, just seeing like random ass people, random normal ass citizens just going, I wish she'd just die already. It's crazy. And then remembering her mother, Olivia Nico. Live, Robin. Ah, yes, and Saul's final message. Someday, without a doubt, you will meet friends. Remember when I taught you, laugh like this. Dera shi shi shi. I wish he just died. Somebody said that twice. Oh my god. Oh, poor Robin. Go away forever. And here we are. Present day Elbaf New World. That's really just for the newer readers, I'm sure. Nothing really new contained in that flashback. Just kind of a quick reminder of how shit Robin's life was all the way up until joining the Straw Hats. All the way up until Ina's Lobby, honestly. Even the time in between that. She was maybe having some good times with the Straw Hats, but deep down she was like, oh, I'm still, like, fucked. Alright. Arriving at the port. He's on a different scale. Oh, this is so exciting. Yay! A Savar. A mist ship that uses the buoyancy of island clouds to sail. Whoa, so they just have island clouds attached to the oars. And so they can just fly anywhere on that. That's so cool. Now, I imagine, you know, island clouds can only persist at certain altitudes and stuff. You can't just use this to roam freely around the world. But very cool, very cool. Island clouds, sea clouds, bubbles, rainbows, hovering. I like having this manifestation of Vegapunk here, whose name is like Veda or something. It's like it's something like that. It's some like Indian term, I'm pretty sure. It's cool because he knows, it knows so much science. More than Nami, more than Frankie, more than Usopp, who each have their own kind of specialties. Vegapunk has probably been here before and just kind of knows what's up. Support all of these things. Glad to see you here in Elbaf. Oh yeah, they still got their Viking, it's Nami's Viking outfit. The Elbaf swing of things too. Oh, she's so happy. We love to see happy Robin. Tell of all your exploits here. An Emperor of the Sea now. That's what the fleet captain we look up to. Rhoda's just casually crucified in the back. 4 of us are the new giant pirates at your service. So this is pretty cool because it's a very different structural setup than many other arcs. Where so far it seems like the only bad guy, there's that mysterious bear wandering around, but that actually might be Loki as well, because I didn't know this, but Loki in Nordic mythology is also known to impersonate a bear. So Luffy may have already let him free somehow. Who knows how. And now he is just wandering around as a bear, scheming. And there may be some other threats involved. But it seems like the main focus is Loki. And it's like, on the other hand, we have the old giant pirates, the new giant pirates, the Straw Hats, and possibly Shanks, if Shanks is still here, which I think he is, because he was waiting on the shore for them. All of them are, like, on the same side, right? So it's like, who the hell are all these people gonna fight? It's the exact opposite of typical, where usually it's like the enemy forces are numerous. They have a whole giant established crew. They have various third parties that are assisting them. Like if you think of Wano, yeah, they gathered a lot of allies, but there was even more enemies, more enemy factions, and more numbers within those enemies. Um, so it's gonna be interesting. It's so fun though, having all these scenes where it's just, and here are more of our allies. Meet these people. They're all so friendly to us. Road was a jerk, but really, these people are friendly to us. It's just such a fun, happy tone for the series to be in after Egghead got so brutal with the Kuma flashback and Vegapunk dying and the destruction of everything and apocalyptic messaging and government censorship. Here, it's just like we are on Viking Island and everybody is our friend. He's about how you beat Big Mom over in Wano, made waves over here, and we never pay attention to the outside. I really like that kind of call out. And this was something I was kind of saying before, is that I think it's really fun, both on like a world building, power scaling level, to make the giants ignorant of everything, and thus the world also kind of ignorant of the giants. They're truly just kind of doing their own shit out there. Nobody really knows how strong they are. At the same time, I think it just adds to their character so much that they're just like, the world of humans is so tedious. What are they even doing? Why do they care about that so much? Oh, wow, Ina's lobby was destroyed. Oh, it's Luffy? Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, whatever. They don't care. Oh, Whitebeard was defeated? Yeah, that guy was pretty strong, I guess. Alright, whatever. But yeah, the Gerd appearance and the flashback acknowledged here. Friends with Big Mom. So yeah, they know and care about Big Mom. Let's eat and drink. We've got a whole mountain of food size for us. Oh, baby. Luffy gets to eat giant-sized food. Like, putting aside all of the other delights and just the scenery and everything else they've done with the world of Elbaf, that alone, that Luffy can now eat meat scaled for a giant, is just like, you already the appeal is obvious. Oh, by the way, a little call out here. I can't remember this dude's name, but he's in the New Giant Pirates, and he's got a shield that seems to be a homie from Big Mom, an ensouled object that Big Mom brought alive with her devil fruit. Now, Big Mom is dead? Maybe. But it seems like the ensouled things live on, because Nami still has Zeus. So I imagine this is a shield he just, like, confiscated from Big Mom at some point. Or maybe they had some sort of deal, because I don't know. But it's like, when were these guys in contact with Big Mom again? I don't know. Anyways. Oh yeah, Mother Caramel could have made it for him too, because Mother Caramel had the power before Big Mom ate her and then got that power. Alright, anyways. Oh, this was a spread. I was friends with her a little long ago, but she did something unforgivable to Elbaf. I see. Luffy. Okay. Dark Soul to show you the library, so we're taking you to the school below it. Okay. So first, they're gonna go see Saul. The thing about being captain is you have to pay respects to everyone who's helped out your crew. Ah, so good. I like that. That's a rare moment of Luffy responsibility. And also Luffy remembering a story he was told, which is amazing. Look at this spread, though. Look at all these giants. It's so much fun. Sorry, my voice is kind of gravelly. I always get congested during the winter once it starts getting cold. It's so great. I like that Robin is always hanging out with Bonnie, too. Robin and Bonnie kind of have parallel lives in a lot of ways. So I can see why she's very affectionate towards Bonnie. She understands how hard it is to go through all this stuff when you're like 12. Okay. So this is the school of Dr. Jaguar D. Saul. Looks very cool. Warrior Spring, and right by it is the Owl Library. Sandy beach caused by part of the tree being fossilized and eroded. It doesn't have tides, but the water feels... Oh, wow. That's so cool. That's... like, what? That's so idyllic. That's so beautiful. The serenity of that and the genius of it. Like, think about this. Like, this sort of Nordic, intense environment with these villages nestled away, these moments of tranquility and peace in and among the harsh environment of Warsland. And then this idea of within that space there's a beach. And just the way he came up with how there could be a beach, this kind of lore justification of it. This is so clever. It's so fun. Then we can take Salt back to the pub. Yeah, okay. His moment of responsibility has ended. He still gets why he has to do this. But he's much more interested in the food. Robin's very happy. Oh, yeah, right. So now this comes into play. And it looks like they're going to treat this as just sort of a fake out. I think it's just going to be, not that, oh, the doctor was wrong. Oh, he's fine. Oh, it's something silly. But this is going to get resolved quickly, I think. Oh, they're just recreating. He's just recreating the moment when he met Robin. He's just, he's just decided this is the funniest thing to do. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, what a great idea. This just says so much about his character. And what a fun way for Oda to do this. I wasn't sure how I should greet you. It almost feels sort of too like Oda's not sure either. He's set himself up all of these truly profound, heartfelt reunions that fans have been anticipating for decades. How is he going to pay them up? How do you actually draw that after all that time? This is such a good way. I don't know how to laugh. Remind me of Olivia. You're just like her. They're on the island, but I couldn't really make it out. I had to learn a bit from the paper. When he said, history is told by the winners. Those words came from Ohara. They were left to be buried in history that would have vanished without being heard. Scholars of Ohara sent out their voices. Vegapunk's a scientist. He doesn't speak on good and evil, but he gave his life to pass those voices on. Huge step forward made possible by Ohara and Vegapunk's sacrifices. I'm sure it means big change for the future. Wow. Flames of the island melted the ice and dropped me in. Didn't find out she was still alive until a bit later. I don't want to talk about the bad things. Instead, Stella, I want to hear nice things about how I survived. Wow. Aww. Oh, man. Oh, that's so nice. Her one friend in childhood. Her one friend... Well, I guess Professor Clover, too, was kind of her friend. But her a true friend. One... unilaterally, just someone who came into her life that was so good for her. Bless you for being alive, Robin. 22 whole years. Bless you for surviving. Bless you for coming to see me. 22 whole years. That's roughly the amount of time I've been reading One Piece. And I feel like, in a sense, I am being thanked. I am being blessed for making it this far too. I get to see this stuff. I've had some tough times too. I've had some tough times too. I'm not gonna lie, there's been times where one of the things that really helped me keep going was thinking, well, I gotta see how One Piece ends. I gotta know. I gotta know what the One Piece is. All the way from childhood, that I needed to know. That was something that called to me from the far reaches of the ocean. Don't you want to see? Don't you want to see what happens? Luffy grinning. So good. So good. Ah, alright. I think we're on break again next week. But soon enough, our giant island pirates adventure will continue. Okay. Bye-bye.